feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere. Wakey, wakey. Oh, come on, pal, get up. I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out. Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal. Yes, it is. That's Krot Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that literally. The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Madam Stalker, is it you? Oh, no, you're not. I thought the stalker with red hair. She held the bounty blinded me. My greed, my ambition. One moment, but I did find something. A clue. The Savannah Experience Center. If you see her, tell her this isn't her fault. Merely the death.
Still in Krog, but the zoo's still standing and intact. Is it possible that the Stargazer sent us back in time? Because I remember a day like this, a day when snow was falling on the zoo. This is definitely Krat Zoo. I'd stake my life if, I was alive, anyway. But this place looks fine. Well, aside from all the corpses. How is this still standing? Alchemists? What are they doing here? There must have been a fight. But this much blood. Someone is dying or dead. size of that thing! Is that how big they normally get? Anyway, that was a huge takedown, buddy. Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
My eternal master rules this zoo. Markio, you cannot enter without her permission. My master will
This zoo is my domain, and you dare disturb it with your trifling, your your mischief. It's a wonder you saw. But all living here, alive.
Get a look at this impressive handiwork. I've seen something like this before, but... Wait. Ever heard of the legendary Stalker? If not, just keep going. I'll explain later. seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master puppeteer.
This is a message for Markiona, my sadly not departed friend. Important matters brought me to your door. I am searching for my lost apprentice. And it should come as no surprise that I thought you or your other alchemist fiends had taken him. I hope you don't mind, but I made a mess of your lackeys as I passed through. If you do, consider it partial payment for what happened to my other apprentice. As soon as I am able, I shall return to collect your remaining debt. Until then, take care not to die. From Leia, Florence, Monad.
Okay, so we are definitely, absolutely, irrefutably in the past. Unbelievable. The Leia Florence. She's the one they call the legendary stalker. Story is, she went missing a long time ago, in Krot, as it happens, but here she is, still building the legend. And between Markiona and Leia, I know who we're siding with. We still don't know why we're here, but maybe we're here to meet the legendary stalker.
I was told that murderous puppet had come to call on me. So who is this handsome guest standing before me? It matters not. You belong to me now. To think I became anxious when told a fearsome foe had arrived. What a fool I was. You will make a fine adornment for my room, don't you think? You dare destroy my sublime creation. Don't you think? impudent little puppet to push me this far. How do you propose paying me for my lost time? I had no rival beyond Leia. It should have been the two of us, locked in a fight to the death.
We got a key from Markiona. Hey, I bet it opens that gate we passed before entering the greenhouse. This place is definitely a dead end, and since Leia's not here, let's go back.
Kill him!
Can't be. Are all those humans? Just how evil does someone have to be to do something like this?
Brazora wants to be your friend. Hello. Brazora wants to be free. But I need my shoes to do that. Please help me travel the world. Help me to hold your hand and die. I will wait for you here. Brazora was locked in a birdcage. I don't know how long I was there. A white butterfly woke me up and freed me. And I followed the white butterfly. But I lost my shoes while I was running. I have a precious friend. We played all the time at the Rose Estate. Our hearts were filled with joy. Brazora wants to see her friend again. I want to go back to the Rose Estate. But to do that, Brazora needs her shoes. Please, I will wait for you here.
Oh, the Carnival Garden. The tram station's that way. I think it's our best chance of getting out of here.
Hello? Is someone there? You there? I hear you. Can you help an old blind lady? This easel before me. It's not supposed... Do you see a painting on the ground? It's mine. Even though I can't see, I can tell from the feel of the canvas. Oh, thank the heavens. This is my painting. It is very precious to me. Since losing my sight, this piece has given me courage. I'm sure you would love to hear my story. Once, I was a high-ranking alchemist, with a dream and a purpose. Unfortunately, I suffered an accident. The incident damaged my eyes. I could no longer work. But the accident, stumbling in the dark, I found a painting that revealed the path of truth. What do you think? What do you see when you look at my painting? You have a good eye. This painting inspired me greatly. I lost my sight, but I see the path I must walk. You know, the world is a dark, cold, and isolating. However, I am attuned. I tread the path. I will find the light. The...
still can't believe it myself. This must be before the grand opening.
Oh, a stalker. Or so I assume, judging by your attire and demeanor. And yet your face is unknown to me. To me? Ridiculous. You're a sweeper, but no matter. Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth, our relationship is not that hard. I do so look forward to working with you. Have you... Red hair. Red hair. Could you be speaking of Leia Florence? Why didn't you just say so? If you're looking for the legendary stalker, but if I may ask, what could you possibly want with a living legend? A helper, you say? Yes, she was here, but she took that lift, headed down. Simply said she had something to take care of, but heaven knows what that could be. Perhaps she's gone to slay that poor, crazed lunatic. The one afflicted with the petrification disease. She is the legendary. There's a reason they say only merciful death remains in her wake. Perhaps you've heard the tale of the Blood Artist. Just one of the monikers of a murderous puppet that targeted only the upper crust of society. It was a dreadful affair. Many a stalker, but he was no match for one in particular, who took him down on her own. The stalker not only beat the Blood Artist in single combat, but she utterly dismantled him. And she goes by the rather pedestrian name, though most everyone just calls her by the loftier moniker, the legendary... Romeo? Oh, the sidekick. The legendary stalker's young apprentice, I suppose. He could be the reason she's been so, on edge of late. I beg your pardon? Are you, under the influence of some strange medication? You may well want to study the provenance of your petrification. A word to the wise. Don't trust any medicine that an alchemist doesn't hand to you. The Monad Charity House. You've heard of the Rose Estate? That's where you'll find your... If you're looking for the legendary stalker, well...
Goodness. A new face appears. Let me introduce myself. I am Klaus. Indeed, you'll be hard-pressed to find a merchant more skilled than I in the handling of all precious... You're lucky to find me in a place such as this. A rather uncouth stalker simply dumped me here and left. The world as a merchant. It is quite frustrating being stuck here inside this empty hotel. I beg of you. I recently got my hands on a mysterious set of ancient discs unearthed in the ruins. I was taking them to the Rose Estate for an exclusive showcase. But if it wasn't for my injured back, I'd be out searching for them right now. I say, if you find any of my ancient... As a merchant...
our time knows how she disappeared or how she died. Even if she died. Here's hoping it's got nothing to do with this deeply disturbing alchemist facility, at least. Oh, I want to forget what we saw, but I can't.
My mind is unraveling. It burns! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop! No one leaves this laboratory for the sake of craft! Indomitable! Bear the pain, Veronique! Never surrender! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop! No! I must hold on! Don't lose reason, Veronique! Don't give up! Don't give in! did terrible things. That drug, their cure, it twisted my mind. Please, I beg of you, nothing must leave this place. There's a test subject created from the legacy of the ruins. The two-faced Earth. She did pass through here. Back when we were rivals once. In the end, I'm done. I die as I lived, without regret. Remember me, Veronique of Krat.
Bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
I should expect to meet strange people in such a strange place. I smell blood on you. But interesting. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies. Let me get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object belonging to the legendary stalker at the zoo. If all that is true, can you show me this object? This is a photo of Leia and her two apprentices. This locket does belong. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is wreaking torment upon Krat. But the immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved the remains of the ancient warrior that was protecting it, and conducted vile experiments on their These experiments have yielded results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. Blow it if you find the two-faced overseer. No matter where you are in this facility, I'll hear it and come to your aid. I'm just someone fighting against but I must hide my identity to protect the person most dear. I can't rest until I finish investigating the alchemists. If you're legendary, Leia probably hates that title. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil, murderous puppet. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. And Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her, since she has lost an apprentice once before. Would you like to ask me anything more? Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal with it alone. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. I wouldn't call them vigilantes, but they did. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Being the legendary stalker does make you a Leia maintains several places along the coast that she uses as base camps. I'd seek her out in that area. Take a look at this. This tree. What could it possibly be? But I'm certain this tree bears significance. The Rose Estate. I have heard whispers, mere rumors really, that an underground tram, if true, the tram should be at the end of this. If you find the Overseer, be sure to blow the horn. No matter where you are in this facility. Abomination. No! I failed you. What? That looks dangerous. Keep pressing. Over here! Now it's our turn! A hard-fought victory over a dangerous opponent. But we have granted its soul eternal rest. May this creature which woke to misery. You showed great skill during this fight. You must have had a great teacher. In fact, well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to Hotel Krat from here. If you're looking for more clues about... Well, my mission here...
I need more time. I'm coming, Romeo. I swear I won't be late. Not again. Not like I was with Carlo.
If it isn't the lad who stalks the legendary stalker. Are you hurt anywhere? So very glad to know you are unharmed, my good fellow. Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the Zelator underground facility. And Veronique. To think she met such a horrible end. We disagreed on nearly everything. But there was respect. I must know. Did she say anything to you? The legendary stalker. And you know where she's going. If you do, there may be a way we can offer her a bit of the Rose Estate. Ah, you are perhaps seeking... There was a tram here once, a long time ago. But it was deep. You can keep looking for it. But that tram to the Rose Estate's been out of commission for ages. I had assumed Veronique's vanguard took it down for, But you might yet be in luck. If you're looking for a route to the sea, this key was given to me by an alchemist before he claimed it opened a secret passage to the coast. You can get more. Just past. Not sure why I held on to it. I just had a feeling it could be useful. This is Alchemist. One might say this place is where all the ergo we use comes from. But the alchemists found something else underground. Something so dangerous, most of them fled. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working away. But that doesn't make it safe. Me? I had some things to look into, investigating this. As it happened, I took a rather pointless detour. But I'm still doing my best, trying to, do... Veronique was my rival. But was she a hero? Yes. And did seeing her lead me to... And as I reflected, I've learned... I simply do not have the courage for, I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this... coward's body. Oh, I've only heard rumors. I certainly haven't seen it in person. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away in the ruins deep. Now, I don't buy this, but my sources claim the discovery was a... Perhaps that is why the alchemists seem to have...
You could say we found a silver lining. Because it's, You know what? Never mind. Mind. Nice to know the tram's not the only way out, huh? There's no doubt about it. Someone wanted this thing destroyed. And it happened quite recently from the look of things.
received this message, then I am likely dead. Either I have been cut down by a blade, or I have succumbed to the disease consuming my body. I don't know which will find me first. But before the end, I will save Romeo. And I have a request. Take care of him. Please, do this for me. If he gets any foolish ideas about exacting revenge or completing my mission, stop him. You have my permission to slap him if that's what it takes. And tell Romeo. Tell him to be happy.
To my dearest and most esteemed stalker, I wish I could personally see your face this very moment. How do you like my masterpiece? I poured my very soul into it with all my heart. I trust there is no need for formal introductions, of course not, for it is I, your dear Latino. You took many things from me. Arms, legs, a sunny outlook on life. And then you drove nine blades through me. All on your own. So, I have only you to thank, yes? I am grateful. Never in my life have I ever known such shameful disgrace. And such overwhelming joy. You heard it correctly. Joy. For in that moment, my dear, you became interesting, worthy. All humans are intriguing to me, but yet, one can never be too careful. So, my dear stalker, I have crafted a test that will reveal your heart. Life is precious, so I wonder, when you have listened to this message, do pay a visit to the... I have something you want back, don't I? And you only, stalker, one way or another. I intend to collect.
We still have time. Leia must be headed to the Rose Estate. If we can save Leia and Romeo, I think this is our shot at changing things.
This wretch... Indeed. It feels as if we're at the end of the world here. Something scarred this place. But hey, what do I know? I'm just...
About what I said before. Just think, if we can save them here, we could alter Krot's future. For the better, I hope. But put that aside. Leia's fighting alone. So, what do you say, pal?
Are you still alive? You really are one of the all that effort to stop you down the drain. It's no great mystery, lad. For myself. Wait, you expected some grand speech on justice, honor, and duty? No speeches. Just action. I just need to carry out my part in Sir Simon's grand plan. And then I'll reap all the rewards I have sown. Whoever lives, dies, or fights means nothing to me. You think your story means anything? You are a nuisance to be disposed of. Veronique was a nuisance too. One who dug too deep. The legendary stalker and the leader of the Sweepers. Too troublesome. It is indeed unfortunate that my trap built for two snared only one. That so-called legend, Leia Florence, evaded my scheme. I'm so glad you mentioned this. Of course I too want. You see, I abhor violence. We are not savages, my good fellow. I am grateful the alchemist dealt with Veronique. I find such things. Now, it's your turn. And what could be a more peaceful solution than you simply not resisting and allowing me to do what I must? An elixir of great power, crafted by the most brilliant alchemist as reward for my contributions. kind fellow, hear me out, please? I can explain everything. All of it. Please, just... All this happened. All of it. Because of the alchemist and that damned Oedipus sight. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique. Or your precious legend. I had to choose. I chose Simon's side. Please. I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... what was it? Off limits. Whatever she got up to, we were told to ignore it. To pretend it was... But even as Simon gathered more power and influence, she remained loyal to Valentinus. And when she and Simon came into direct conflict, a bounty was quietly and unofficially placed on competition. Was fierce. Veronique's faction targeted her repeatedly, and our side couldn't disobey order. This is a mistake. But how? The alchemist gave me this elixir for the cure. It was complete. Worked on carcasses, they said. I was to have a stronger body, one immune to disease and infection. I was to become. But no. It must have been. I must have treatment. I must. What? No. How could you? You promised! You promised you would let me live! Please! They promised. The alchemist. I must go to them. I must go to them and get my cure!
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this? Okay, now, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the legendary Stalker is nearby.
Who are you? You look familiar. Wait. This is Romeo's locket. How? This is something very dear to me. Thank you for returning it. But, I see. The tracker. He told you about me. He never could fix that irksome quirk of his. Always wasting his time on lost causes. But he doesn't extend his trust easily. His faith in your character speaks volumes. Does that mean I can trust you?
Fine. I concede you are not my enemy. If you were, the tracker would have made sure you never reached me. The fact you're alive means he trusted your intentions when he sent you here. The tracker has always looked after others. That's the principle that guides him. Comrades would be a better term to describe us than friends. That said, he is the reason I'm listening to you now. This photo. It's the last memory of me with my 2 apprentices. Happier days now gone forever. I was tough on them. I was such a fool. I never appreciated how precious our time together truly was. When tragedy befell us, I couldn't face the past. But Romeo kept the locket for me. To tell you the truth, I couldn't bear it. It was just too painful to see how happy we'd been. All this is the work of that damned Arlecchino. We have a history. When he ran rampant as a serial killer long ago, I was the one who put an end to his reign of terror. He was evil to the core. So during our battle, I did my best to destroy his body. I had heard the ego of a murderer awakened within his ergo. But can a puppet be considered human through ego alone? I don't even know if a puppet is capable of holding a grudge like a human. But since he dragged... Arlecchino left me an invitation to meet. To think he was under my nose the entire time. No time for regrets. Romeo is at the Rose Estate. Do you truly mean that? You'll be putting your life on... I'd like to say I don't need your or anyone's help. The last time I fought Arlecchino, I just barely managed to get the upper hand. And that was when I was healthy. There's no guarantee I'll win this time. With Romeo's life at stake, from one stalker to another, Leia Florin. We must find a way into the Rose Estate. Despite outward appearances, its defenses are formidable. And the bigger problem is... I've lost so. You and I will have to work something out when we reach the gates. The key. What? How? You must be part Crow. You certainly hoard everything you come across. This is the key I lost a while ago. Well, this will make it much easier to get inside. The entrance to the Rose Estate is further up the mountain path. Head out once you're ready. I'll wait for you outside.
Come on, we need to follow her.
Be careful. The enemies here are not to be taken lightly.
Is it me? Is it my fault? Romeo, you never should have had to suffer this. Not you. This is horrific. To see the arms of her apprentice like that. Do you think she'll be okay? I mean, that would destroy anyone, regardless of their resolve. The only way we can help her is to find Romeo. Wait, this must be Sophia's room. So, she was here when all this happened.
Where's the legend I faced before? Shut up, you filthy puppet! Oh, no. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice? Oh. And who might you be? Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Smodan, takes the stage one more time. Never fails.
Swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else. No, Romeo. Not anyone.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for! This pain! The alchemists offered me
was fun while it lasted.
Thank you. It's yours now. All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. And now I know. I believe in you.